welcome back to my channel, Dinner Vixen. It's Kathy. It's kind of a cold and blustery day here in Newport Beach. Yes, cold and blustery means it's about 50 degrees. It might be 50, might even be 60 degrees, but we're so spoiled with our weather and have been spoiled with our weather this past winter, or this winter. I guess it's still technically winter. That yes, when we get a windy, rainy, stormy, it was a stormy day today, it's a big deal. But I'm sure that everything will clear up and pass by tomorrow, and we'll be right back to normal with our beautiful sunshiny days. I sure would hate to ruin the illusion that everyone has of California, Southern California, and how it never rains. But yes, it's kind of a cold and blustery day. I wanted to do a video today basically focusing on beauty on a budget. You know, I love to watch all the different YouTube channels. There are so many girls out there. They're always showing these fabulous, fabulous products. A lot of the products are really, really expensive. Products that I will never, ever buy. One being perhaps one of those Tom Ford eyeshadow quads. I don't see myself ever spending, gosh, what is it, $79, $80 for 4 eyeshadows, even though they are supposedly amazing. I just don't see myself ever doing it. And I know a lot of you are the same way. So I'm going to pick out a few of my favorite ways to save money on beauty items that I think still look really, really nice. I should say saving money, but still being able to look like $1,000,000. And honestly, nobody knows. When it comes to makeup, people don't know what kind of makeup you're wearing. They know that you look good, but they're not going to come up to you and say, wow, are you wearing Tom Ford blush? Are you wearing Chanel eyeshadow? No, they're just going to know that you look really good. So if you can find a product that looks really good and you save a couple of bucks while you're doing it, I say go for it. Here are a few things that work for me. My number one rule of beauty on a budget. Look, I've got them written down here. I actually made a list. I never make lists. You know, do people write anymore? Not really. Most people are always like texting. They're always in their phones, you know, like putting their notes in their phones. I actually pulled out a pen and a pad and wrote these things down this morning because I kind of feel like if we don't start writing, we might forget how. You know, they don't teach the kids cursive in school anymore. The reason being is because kids type anyway. But yes, enough of that. I did write a little list, and I'm going to share my list with you so I don't forget anything, because I really, really wanted to share these things with you. And a lot of times I'll do something and I will do a video, and then I'll go back and think, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to tell them about this or that. And I didn't want to forget today. My number one rule when it comes to beauty on a budget is if I can do it at home, I'm going to do it. I used to love to go out and get facials, but I kind of came to the realization that I know how to give myself a facial. Pretty much everything they're doing, I can do. Yes, it is nice. It feels good to sit back, relax, and have somebody else pamper you for an hour or so. But you know what? I'm going to save that pampering for something like getting a massage, because I can't massage myself. So see the difference? If you can give yourself a facial, do it. Get a massage. You're still being pampered, and it saves a little bit of money, which I think is really important. So using that example, if I want to go out and get my makeup done, say for an event, you know, really, is there anything that a makeup artist can do? Some people really don't know how to do makeup. I can do makeup. I can do my friend's makeup. I think anyone can do it with a little bit of practice and, oh gosh, just enough smoke and mirrors. We can all look good. But realistically, you can go on YouTube and you can learn to do almost any technique you want to do. There's plenty of channels, plenty of tutorials that can teach you how to get that professional makeup look that you can go out and pay somebody to do. Unless you're going to be on TV or do some filming or some sort of photography, maybe your wedding day, it would be worth splurging on having a makeup artist come in and do it. But even so, not even makeup artists sometimes that come in on your wedding day do the job that you want them to do. So I say if you really, really want to have your makeup done the way you want it, learn how to do it yourself. Another thing that I cannot do myself, and this is an example of where you would want to splurge, is getting facial injections. You cannot do your own facial injections. I mean, maybe you could if you were a doctor, but I'm not a doctor or a nurse, and even if I was, I don't know that I would do it. I hear horror stories about people who do. I want to say I saw on some talk show a while ago, and of course this sounds really, really gossipy, but there was a lady who did like her own injections, and she did like her own, I want to say she did her own plastic surgery, and she said she went to the vet or the pet store or someplace to get antibiotics to keep the infection down if she were to get an infection, which, okay, that's bold. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. So basically, do your facials, do your makeup, save the injections for a trained professional. Here's my latest favorite budget beauty item. It is my manicure. You know, we can all do our own manicures at home. Yes, once again, it sure is nice to go and be pampered at the salon, but honestly, I get so tired of going to the salon to get my nails done and always being upsold to the more expensive package. I always go in for a basic package and get upsold, upsold, upsold. I know everybody has probably seen that funny video Angela Johnson did on going to the salon and always being upsold. Oh, it's only $5 more, $5 more, everything's $5 more, and then guess what? The next thing you know, you've spent $100 and you just went in for a $15.99 manicure. So my solution to that is fake nails. I love these things, and I have perfected the art of applying them to where they will stay on your fingernails and they will last and last and last. Now keep in mind, I work with my hands. I'm a flight attendant, so I'm constantly working with my hands, opening up galleys, putting luggage up or helping with luggage. I'm opening up cans of soda, and I can keep these nails on for a good 10 days, which is about the same amount of time I would be able to go between fills when I did acrylic nails way back when. I used to do the acrylic nails, and the reason why I did acrylic nails was because I love polished fingernails, but I hate fingernail polish that chips, which is what happens when you paint regular fingernails. I think they look amazing for about 2 or 3 days, but eventually, no matter what kind of nail polish you have on, it will chip if you work with your hands. I found that when I did the acrylic nails, the polish never chipped. I might lose a whole fingernail, like the whole nail might chip off, but as far as the actual polish, no. So a friend of mine a couple years ago introduced me to these fake glue-on nails. Of course, I looked at her nails when she had them on and thought, oh my gosh, did you get acrylic nails? No, I got these, they look great. Okay, so I think the secret to these nails is, first of all, you have to get the perfect size for your fingers, which that doesn't take long. And then when you apply your nails, I think you need to use a brush-on nail glue. This is the best kind of nail glue, in my opinion, and the easiest to apply when you're using these nails. And then that's it, really. I did a video, gosh, one of my very first videos showing how to apply these. I kind of perfected the technique since I made that video. Basically what I do is I file my nail just a little bit with a big file like this, just to kind of rough up the nail. Then I take a little alcohol and I rub it with a Q-tip on the nail. Then I'll take the brush-on nail glue, apply it to a fingernail, and then I'll brush the actual nail. I should say I apply it to a false nail, the inside, then I'll brush my actual nail, and then I'll apply them together, and really that helps them bond. Using those techniques, I have found those really help the nails stay on until it's time to put a new set on. When do you put a new set on? Well, when your nail grows. So basically, what is the difference between putting these nails on and going out and getting acrylic nails? Not much. The only difference is, instead of going in and having somebody just fill in this area, you pop off the whole nail, which is probably good for your nail because your nails breathe. And then you have a chance to put rubbing alcohol on it to kind of kill any germs that might have been festering underneath the nail. And then you have a whole brand new nail for another good 10 to 12 days, or until your nail grows out long enough to where you need to have new ones. So this is my new favorite product. Now I have so many nail polishes that I love, love, love. What do you do with all those? Well, I found these. These are just plain ones. I love this shape too. I'm not crazy about the stiletto shape. I'm loving more this square shape. I call me old-fashioned, but I still love the square shape, and I just know that it's going to become stylish again. I hope it's going to become stylish again, because I don't think I'm going to stiletto. I think these are going to be great because even though they're plain, you can paint them with your own nail polish. I was thinking about doing a color like this on the nails, and then just going over it with my Seshi Beat, which gives it a gel-like appearance. And I think the beauty of these is it goes back to the acrylic nails, where the nail polish doesn't chip off the acrylic nails. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to do an experiment to see if that really works. But I really think I think it's going to. So if you have time to try and you want to use your own colors, try these. But if you don't have time, do something that's already painted. See, look, they come in all different colors. I have just all different colors here. This is a really pretty color. It's like a frosty French manicure. This is just like a plain pink. As you can see, I'm going for more neutral colors here. But then I showed you some of the other colors that I have that are darker colors. Anyway, I prefer a shorter length. That's another secret with the nails, is if you want to keep them on longer, and if you're trying them for the first time, yes, you will feel a little weird with your nails because you're not used to having them on. If you go shorter until you get used to having them, it's just easier to kind of just, I don't know, acclimate to having nails. Once you've acclimated to the shorter ones, then I think start going longer if you choose to have a longer nail. I just think this length is good for me. This is a short length. Another thing that I've learned how to do myself that saves a couple of bucks here and there is I've learned how to wax my eyebrows, and I've learned how to wax my mustache. Yes, I have a mustache. Shout it out to the world. It's okay, my husband knows all about it. But I have this really neat little waxing kit. This is a waxing kit that this is a newer waxing kit that I just bought. This one has roll-on wax, and you do use the strips, so it is a strip wax. But it comes in this nifty little, oh, excuse me, it comes in this nifty little, what do you call it, wax warmer, which I love. You turn it on. I really don't use this one. This is the bigger one that you would probably use for like a bikini wax. Like oh, there it goes. You'd use that maybe for a bikini wax or a leg wax. I rarely wax that area. I am not a hairy person in general, so usually I can just use a razor. But this is kind of why I bought it. It was for the smaller one. As you can see, I've used it, but it's the smaller one, and it's roll-on. It's kind of like sticky, but once it heats up, it melts, and then it just rolls. You just roll it right where you want it. You can get a really precise little area of wax there. You grab your strip, press it on, wax it off, and voila. How easy is that? You could pay somebody 10, 15, 20 bucks to do that in a salon, or you can do it yourself. I want to say I paid 20 bucks for this kit, and you can get refills. They're not that expensive, but overall I say that this little machine pays for itself. Here's one thing that I do that not everybody has the balls to do it, but I do it. You probably can't really tell today because my hair really doesn't look that fabulous, or I thought it looked fabulous when I fixed it, but then when I start looking at it in the camera, it kind of looks kind of chunky and crunchy or whatever. But anyway, I decided to try to curl it with rollers, but yeah, I don't know if I'm loving it on camera. But anyway, too late now. I've already started. But one thing that I have learned to do was I have learned to cut my hair myself, and I can do 2 haircuts. I bought these nifty little tools. I have shown these to you before. In fact, pretty much all of this, or a lot of this, I have shown you before in other videos, but I'm putting them all together in this video just to keep it all, you know, basically together. It's part of the theme, beauty on a budget. But these are Korea clips. These actually are not the real Korea clips, Kriya clips. These are Kriya clip dupes, which are pretty much exactly the same thing as Kriya clips, but you can create different haircuts with these. There's tons of videos on YouTube that show you how to cut your own hair. It is super, super simple. The hardest part is doing it for the first time because most people are afraid to cut their own hair, but once you do it, you realize really there is, yes, cutting hair is an art, but there is really no there's really no exact way to do it. I want to say, even when you go into the hair salon and have your hair cut and you go, oh, I want to have like 1 inch cut off, do they come out with a ruler and actually measure 1 inch? No, they're guesstimate. Some of you may disagree with me because I know some of you that watch my channel are hairdressers, but I'd say there's no really exact science to it. I say it's all just kind of a matter of perception. So if you can get that out of your head, get past that, and realize that it's just hair and it will grow back even if you mess it up, or you can always go to the salon if you mess it up, but you probably won't. These are great tools to help you with cutting your hair at home if you want to do it yourself. I have these. Basically, this does a great bob, which is my new favorite haircut. This does a great layered cut. I don't know how to cut men's hair, so my husband is out of luck there. But my daughter and I have the exact same haircut, and I can do them both at home. I save hundreds, thousands of dollars doing that. I have a couple pairs of scissors here. I've got some of these thinning shears. I've never actually used these, but I want to try. I'm going to watch a YouTube video and learn how to use these. And then I just got like regular scissors. But this has been a great money saver. I love it. And on top of saving money, I love the fact that I don't have to make an appointment. I don't have to go in. I don't waste any time. And when I feel like I need a haircut, I can do it right then and right there because I've got all the tools I need right there in my bathroom. Staying along the theme of hair, I color my hair myself. I have a couple videos showing you how I do it. I reviewed a few different hair coloring products. This is my favorite, the Color Silk. I've changed between a couple of different colors. This particular color is deep rich brown. I like this color. I also like the dark brown, kind of depending on what time of year it is. I'd say darker in the winter, obviously lighter in the summer, because there is a little bit of a difference. I would not highlight my own hair at home just because highlighting my hair, especially dark hair, is what they call a double process. Isn't that what they call it? When you basically have to bleach out your hair first and then apply a tint later. Because when you bleach out my hair, well, like over-the-counter hair color does not take enough color out of my hair, so it just doesn't look right. So in order to get the perfect color, you have to take all the color, basically strip all the color out of your hair and then put a new color in, and that is a process that is beyond my skills. But personally, I prefer just one color hair, so since I do, this is the perfect solution for me. But I've saved lots and lots of money learning how to do that myself. I do my hair like as far as the color, I do every 2 to 3 weeks, at least. Sometimes it seems like I'm doing it more often, because the grays are coming in faster. Some of you may have come to my channel based on the video where I'm showing you how to do a TCA peel. That's another thing that I've learned how to do myself. Now, this is something you can do yourself, but make sure you do a test patch first so you know exactly how your skin is going to react before you apply a product like this to your whole face. Why? I don't want you walking around with a completely burned and maimed face that you did to yourself because you watched me do it on a video. You make sure that it works for your skin first. But I'm going to show you the peel. This is 20% TCA. I love this. This has really helped my skin tone and my texture. Is it perfect? No, but it has definitely helped. I use a neutralizer. This is the neutralizer that I purchased to use with the peel. However, apparently I'm learning that TCA peel doesn't require neutralizer, but you can use it. As far as neutralizers as well, you can also use a mixture of baking soda and water to help neutralize the peel. I have a glycolic peel too, this is it right here. I don't love it as much as the TCA. I'm going to show it to you, but I don't love it as much. I just don't think it works as well on my skin, but you may like it. It may work better for you. We all have different skin. We all have different tones, different textures, and different products work differently on different people, as we know. That's just common sense. But that is something I've learned to do myself. I do that gosh, maybe once every 6 months if I have time. I have to have a block of about a week to do it because it takes about 7 days to do the whole peeling process. Ideally, I would love to do a series of 3 or 4, but realistically, I don't have time to take 7 days, peel, do another peel, wait 7 more days for that to take effect, do it again. So I really don't have that much time. So realistically, a lot of you asked how often I do it. I'd say maybe once every 6 months I do 1 peel. Ideally, I would like to do more, but that's about where I am right now. As far as makeup goes, don't be afraid to hit the drugstores. I love shopping for beauty dupes at the drugstore. I find that the NYX, the NYX products, which I'm pretty sure is pronounced NYX, has a lot of dupes for the MAC products, the eyeshadows especially. Here's another product that's a good dupe. It's the Monistat chafing gel. This is also kind of a double duty product. So you can not only use it for actual chafing between your legs. I guess this is for, you know, at least when I think of chafing, I think of like hot days and wearing a skirt and my thighs rubbing together. That's what I think of chafing. If you were to put that on, I think it's supposed to help alleviate the chafing or, you know, your legs sticking together. But watching YouTube, I've learned this makes a great foundation primer. Now, I recently purchased this. It's not really a primer, but it's the Garnier 5-Second Miracle Blur. I do like this a lot, but it's $17 for this. I bought this at CVS. I paid $17 for this. I bought this at Target or Walmart for $6. So if you look at it, price per ounce, this is a much better deal, and I will tell you the consistency is almost exactly the same. And the consistency is also very similar to that Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I think that's what it's called, the Photo Finish Primer, which is probably my favorite primer, but that one's $40 or more. I haven't even looked at the price. I just know it costs a lot more than $6, even $17. So if you can find dupes, you can go to the drugstore and check those out. But I find going to the drugstore, you can find dupes for almost any high-end product. Yes, there are a few high-end products that maybe you don't want to try to find a dupe for, but realistically, they're all pretty much the same. You take the products out of the fancy packaging that they put into the drugstores and mark the prices up high. You go to the drugstore, find the exact same product in a less fancy package, and you are pretty much saving a ton of money and getting almost the exact same thing. A lot of the products are even made by the same companies. So that should tell you a lot right there. So if you have time, which I do, I love to just go and look. I could spend hours in a drugstore just looking at products, reading ingredients, looking at the boxes, and I would buy one of everything if I could and try it, but I can't, so I kind of have to narrow things down. And this is one of the things that I have narrowed down. This is a great primer, but there's also lots of other things. So don't be afraid to look in your drugstore, and don't be afraid to buy those. That's all I have time to share with you for my Beauty on a Budget video today. I have hundreds of other beauty items that I'd love to share with you, but this could be like a 10-hour video, and who has time for that? So stay tuned. If you want to hear more, let me know. I'd be more than happy to share them with you. Maybe you guys have got some ideas you want to share with me, and I'd love to hear some of your beauty budget beauty ideas. Leave them below for me in the comments. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. And if you'd like, please leave me a comment. I always love hearing from you. I will see you very soon. Till next time.